Sumit and Jenny are back on 90 Day Fiancé, but this time fans are not buying the drama. For years, Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatten were seen as one of the rare franchise success stories. They survived family backlash, cultural differences, a major age gap, and years of uncertainty, only to finally settle into married life in India. But now that they are returning for the Last Resort Season 3, viewers are asking one very blunt question. Are Sumit and Jenny really fighting for their marriage, or are they stretching a storyline for TLC paychecks? The frustration started after fans saw the couple teasing new marital drama on the show. On paper, it sounds serious. Sumit and Jenny are joining other couples for therapy at a historic location in England, where they are supposedly trying to save their relationship before it falls apart. But fans are side-eyeing the whole thing because off-camera, Sumit and Jenny have looked completely fine. They have shared happy updates together, posted travel moments, and continued living as a married couple in India. For many viewers, nothing about their social media life suggested a marriage in crisis. That is why the trailer immediately sparked backlash. Instead of excitement, fans felt like the show was trying to manufacture tension where there may not be much real tension left. The criticism is especially sharp because Sumit and Jenny have already been through so much on 90 Day Fiancé. Their original storyline had real emotional stakes. Sumit moved across the world. Sumit hid major parts of his life. His family strongly opposed the relationship. Their age difference became a major topic. And for a long time, viewers genuinely wondered if they would ever make it. But after all of that, they did make it. They got married. They stayed together. They became one of the few couples fans could point to and say, okay, maybe this actually worked. So now, watching them return with fresh marriage problems feels strange to some fans. Instead of seeing a wholesome update, viewers feel like they are watching a couple search for problems just to remain on the franchise. One fan even joked that they can't wait to never see Jenny and Sumit on screen again, while another claimed the pair has appeared so many times they may have even passed Angela in screen time. Ouch. The bigger fan theory is simple. Sumit and Jenny may not have enough real drama anymore, so TLC is leaning on small disagreements and turning them into a full-blown marriage crisis. And honestly, that is where the audience seems divided. Some people still love them and want to see more of their life together. Others think their story has reached a natural ending and should be left alone before the show ruins what made them likable in the first place. Fans are not just reacting to Sumit and Jenny's return, they're questioning whether reality TV can let a happy couple stay happy without turning peace into a paycheck storyline. Don't touch that dial, because this last resort controversy is only getting messier. Cara and Guillermo are walking into the Last Resort Season 3, but fans are already asking if this marriage was even worth saving on camera. After years of watching 90 Day Fiancé couples return for more drama, viewers have become very good at spotting a storyline that feels a little too convenient. And now, Bass and Guillermo Rojer are getting hit with that exact accusation. The backlash started after the new teaser for The Last Resort Season 3 showed Cara and Guillermo joining the couples therapy spinoff. On paper, the setup sounds emotional. They are supposed to be facing serious relationship problems, living separately, and trying to figure out whether their marriage can survive. But for many fans, that is exactly the problem. Viewers already believed Cara and Guillermo's relationship had been falling apart long before this season. During their Happily Ever After appearance, fans noticed tension between them, and some felt that neither one looked fully invested in making the marriage work. So, when the new Last Resort footage positioned them as a couple trying to save things, a lot of people immediately questioned whether there was any real suspense left. To some critics, it feels like TLC is asking the audience to pretend they do not already know where this is going. And then came another detail that raised eyebrows. Cara and Guillermo revealed they were not even living under the same roof. For some viewers, that made their Last Resort appearance feel less like a dramatic turning point and more like a final stop before the obvious ending. The online reaction was not exactly gentle. Several fans said they were tired of seeing Cara and Guillermo return to the franchise, especially if the storyline is just going to circle around a marriage that already seems finished. One viewer commented, "So tired of Cara and Guillermo. Just send Guillermo to hunt for love already." And even Tom Brooks appeared to weigh in, suggesting that Cara and Guillermo's story looked fabricated and claiming they were not together. That kind of reaction tells you where the fan base is right now. Instead of rooting for the couple to repair their marriage, many viewers are openly questioning whether they signed up for the last resort because there was still love to save, or because there was still a TLC paycheck to collect. The criticism grew even louder when fans noticed the show leaning into more provocative, attention-grabbing moments between them. Some viewers felt their dynamic looked like it was being packaged for shock value instead of emotional honesty. And that only fueled the theory that Cara and Guillermo may be stretching a relationship that had already run its course. Of course, reality TV is built on messy relationships, dramatic reveals, and couples who claim they are at a crossroads. But with Cara and Guillermo, fans seem to think the show may be trying to create mystery where there is none. The spicy fan theory is that Cara and Guillermo are not giving viewers a will they or won't they love story. They're giving viewers a delayed breakup storyline dressed up as couples therapy. Keep it locked, because the next tell-all controversy takes things from messy to seriously uncomfortable. Emma and Ziad's tell-all drama just went from messy reality TV to a moment fans say should have been shut down immediately. This time, the backlash is not just about cheating rumors, relationship confusion, or another awkward reunion argument. Viewers are calling out Emma Perry after she mocked Ziad's body on camera and allegedly threatened to expose intimate photos if he refused to confirm their private relationship. The moment unfolded during the Before the 90 Days Season 8 tell-all, where Emma and Ziad's tension exploded in front of the cast. Ziad did not want to discuss the private details of their relationship, but Emma kept pushing him to admit they had been intimate. Instead of letting the issue rest, she went further, making comments about his body and joking about his size in a way that many fans felt was humiliating and completely unnecessary. That alone was enough to spark outrage, but according to viewers reacting online, Emma then appeared to threaten that she could show intimate photos or videos to prove what happened between them. And that is where fans said the situation crossed a very serious line. For many 90 Day Fiancé viewers, this was not normal tell-all shade. This was not just a cast member clapping back or trying to win an argument. Fans argued that threatening to reveal private images is not something that should ever be laughed off, encouraged, or treated like harmless reunion drama. One Reddit user summed up the outrage by asking how Emma could threaten Ziad with revenge porn, and everyone at the tell-all was just okay with it. Others were shocked that the room seemed more focused on Ziad insulting Emma's wig than on Emma making comments about his body and bringing up private photos. That comparison became a major talking point. Fans said the cast reacted strongly when Emma was insulted, but when Ziad became the target of body shaming and sexual humiliation, the energy felt completely different. And viewers did not stop there. Many also called out the host for not stepping in sooner. They felt the conversation should have been redirected the moment intimate images were mentioned. Instead, fans say the segment appeared to continue in a way that made Ziad look cornered and embarrassed. At the same time, Emma was also facing heat over her own behavior in the relationship. During the tell-all, her sister reportedly exposed that Emma had slept with another man just weeks before flying to Morocco. So while Emma was trying to put pressure on Ziad, fans felt she was also avoiding accountability for her own choices. That is what made the whole scene feel even more uncomfortable. Viewers felt Emma was trying to flip the attention onto Ziad, embarrass him publicly, and force a confession, all while dodging questions about her own alleged infidelity. The bigger fan reaction is clear. People are tired of tell-all drama being pushed so far that basic boundaries get ignored. And just when you think we're done, the next update brings a much lighter kind of transformation. Kimberly just revealed her brand new smile, and 90 Day Fiancé fans are calling this one of her biggest confidence glow-ups yet. After years of public criticism, emotional ups and downs, and life after Usman, Kim is now focusing on herself in a major way. From weight loss to dental implants to a fresh romantic chapter, she is making it clear that this era is all about self-love. Kim recently gave fans the update they had been waiting for when she posted a new selfie showing off her dental implant results. And this was not just a small change. Her smile looked brighter, fuller, and more polished, and fans immediately noticed the difference. For Kim, this dental journey has been more than cosmetic. She has been open about wanting to feel better, look better, and rebuild her confidence after some difficult moments on 90 Day Fiancé. Viewers remember how painful it was when Usman made comments about her appearance during their relationship. But instead of letting that define her, Kim took those moments and turned them into motivation. She has reportedly lost around 70 pounds, and now with her new teeth, fans are seeing another piece of her transformation come together. Kim shared that she was about 8 days into recovery when she finally gave followers a smile update. She explained that the swelling and bruising had gone down and she was able to return to work. That detail stood out to fans because outside of reality TV, Kim has continued working a full-time job at a spa. She even seemed grateful that her company welcomed her back after her short break. And honestly, fans loved seeing that real-life side of her. Kimberly may be a reality TV personality, but she is also someone who has continued building her life off camera, one step at a time. The reaction to her new smile was mostly positive, with viewers praising how happy and confident she looked. Many fans said the implant suited her and gave her a refreshed look. Others pointed out that Kim seems to be entering a new phase where she is no longer chasing approval from anyone else. And that matters because Kim's post-Usman chapter has been full of personal changes. She is focused on her health, her family, and even her love life. Fans know she has been spending time with her big family, reconnecting with loved ones, and even meeting a potential new boyfriend named Wayne. Their first in-person meeting reportedly went well, and fans felt Kim seemed more relaxed and hopeful than she had in a long time. That is why this new smile update hit differently. It was not just about dental implants. It was about Kim stepping into a version of herself that looks happier, stronger, and more at peace. Fans are seeing this as a full circle moment, not just a makeover, but a comeback. The big fan reaction is simple. Kimberly may have been mocked in the past, but now she is glowing up on her own terms, and viewers are here for the confidence. Stick around because the next story is taking us from glow-up energy straight into luxury-level family secrets. Elise Benson's family background has fans doing a double take because this 90 Day Fiancé newcomer may come from serious money. On the surface, Elise entered the franchise like any other cast member with a complicated love story. But once viewers started looking closer at her family, her lifestyle, and her parents' background, the conversation quickly shifted from romance to wealth. The buzz started after Elise's parents, Beth and Woody Benson, appeared during her 90 Day Fiancé storyline. Right away, fans noticed that Elise seemed to come from a very polished, very close, and very comfortable family. Elise herself described her parents' relationship as picture perfect, explaining that Beth and Woody met on a blind date, got married, and built a marriage that lasted around 40 years. That detail already gave viewers a glimpse into Elise's family life. But then her mother added another layer when she told the cameras, "The four of us have stuck together, and that hasn't always been the easiest." It was a small comment, but it made fans pay attention. Elise's parents were not just background characters, they came across as deeply involved in her life, emotionally supportive, and, according to what was shown, financially able to step in when needed. In fact, Elise's parents reportedly admitted that they had bailed her daughter out of many things. That line immediately sparked fan curiosity because viewers started wondering just how much family support Elise had behind the scenes. And then fans began looking into Woody Benson's career. That is where the conversation really took off. According to the details circulating online, Woody Benson has had a major career in the tech and venture capital world. He is described as having more than 30 decades of experience on the operational side of technology, with connections to companies like Apple, Sony, Lotus, MCK, and others. He has also reportedly served as an executive in residence at Bentley University, spent years on the board of LogMeIn, and hosted a Bloomberg radio show. On top of that, he has been linked to major industry recognition, including titles like Mass Telecom CEO of the Year and being named a top 50 venture capitalist by Always On Media. So when fans put all of that together, Elise's background suddenly looked very different. This was not just a regular family with a nice house and supportive parents. Viewers started describing her upbringing as the kind of privileged, well-connected lifestyle that feels almost movie-like. A close family, 2 kids, successful parents, a comfortable home, and a father with a resume that reads like a tech world power list. Of course, Elise has not put every detail of her family's finances out there, so fans are still working with the pieces they've seen on the show and online. But the reaction has been loud because viewers now believe Elise may have had access to a level of comfort and stability that many 90 Day Fiancé cast members never had. That also changes how some fans view her storyline. Instead of seeing Elise as just another cast member navigating love and family expectations, viewers are now looking at her through the lens of privilege, parental support, and high-powered family connections. The spicy fan theory is that Elise's family wealth may explain parts of her lifestyle that previously left viewers curious.